Tonight, class is in session. I'm going to be teaching you how to write a song because I felt like it today. How to write a song. Okay. So, first things first, gotta get the disclaimers out of the way. I'm not a professional. As you guys can see from previous videos of my lyrics, I'm not a professional. I started writing my own songs when I was in 9th grade. And I don't have any knowledge of music theory or anything like that. I don't have perfect pitch. And you guys don't really need any of that. I mean, people write poems, right? And they don't have any, well, I guess it's similar, but for the purpose of this lesson, I'm just gonna tell you my writing process. All right. So let's see. Okay. Getting started. You want to get the structure of a song down. So like the most common one is like if you have an intro, so you don't really need an intro, but I'll put it like this. Intro, verse 1, pre-chorus, chorus, right? And then verse 2, and then you might have a pre-chorus again, and then back to chorus, right? And then a bridge. Sometimes it's just what do you call it? Like just an instrumental. They don't have lyrics or whatever, but yeah, I feel like I didn't maximize this. Not maximizing the space enough, but bridge and then back to the chorus. Yeah, so you want to determine the mood of the song, right? And having a strong melody. The way that I write songs, I like to get a melody first. Sometimes I sometimes sit with my guitar, play some chords that play a progression that sounds kind of cool, and then I try to get a melody off of that. So, I mean, there's a couple different ways you can start. Getting started is probably very hard, but it's the hardest part, at least for me. But yeah. Next, let's talk about writing lyrics. Use this color. I'll try to write a little bit smaller, but not too small. Writing lyrics. Getting started is pretty hard. Writing lyrics is probably the hardest part, I'd say. Because you have to make it flow, first of all. They have to rhyme. I mean, they don't always have to rhyme. But it takes a lot of time. And even if you just sit there for hours, it's hard to come up with lyrics. But one thing good to know, a lot of songwriters would tell you this. I want to use past experiences. because using your own personal experiences, the way that you felt, like putting that into words is a great way to put it into a song, you know? Adding depth is important because you don't want just bland lyrics, you know? They don't really say anything. I always try to add depth to it. Sometimes a song can just be a song, you know? But I guess it all depends on the type of song it is. Like, talking about mood. If you have like a sad song, you want more deeper lyrics, you know? If it's happy, you can go a little bit simpler, but yeah, that's for writing lyrics. And writing lyrics, you don't need any knowledge of music. Anyone can write lyrics, but let's go to getting inspired. Running out of room already. For getting inspired. I mean, there's people always want to say, like, if they hear a song and it sounds like something else, they'll be like, oh, they took it from this person, or it sounds like this song. I mean, you're never gonna be 100% original. Like, you're gonna pull from something, and that's okay as long as you put your own twist on it. You know, same thing with plagiarism. You don't want to copy it word for word, but you want to you can be inspired by it and then put your own twist on it, right? Getting inspired, just pull from your fave artists. No, put like this. Slash, I guess plus songs. I don't know. No, because say there's like a melody, a strong melody that you like from a song. You could take parts of that and then pull it off of it, change it up however you want. So yeah, that's all I want to say about getting inspired. There's a lot of different inspiration out there. So you know, there's not one way to get inspired. Obviously, that wouldn't make any sense. I guess staying motivated is pretty hard. Staying motivated. It's kind of similar to, I guess, getting started because, well, staying motivated, like anything, if you don't stick with it, first of all, it's easy to not do it. There's a level of consistency or discipline that you need. I know I'm getting a little bit too serious because it's just writing a song, but like working out or doing something that you like, that you want to get better at, if you don't practice it, if you don't sit down and actually do it, you're not going to do it, you're not going to improve. I don't think I need to write anything down for this or say much on staying motivated. If it's like a hobby of yours, then I mean, I guess just a hobby, it doesn't really matter. I know I'm getting all a little, like, taking this a bit too seriously, but this is my video, so. What color did I not use yet? I used, blue. So, okay, so, I'll give you guys some words of encouragement. Words of encouragement. Guess I'll underline it. That was a terrible underline. don't stress out about it too much, you know. I mean, no professional songwriter or artist is probably watching this video, but don't stress out about it, you know. Inspiration will strike at any time. You know, even me personally, there's some songs that I've started, you know, I've come up with melodies and ideas, but never actually like never actually like sat down and tried to come up with lyrics, because it is hard, very hard, you know. Like this one song, I've had it in my mind for a long time. I've never actually sat down and finished. I tried once, but you know, just take it at your own pace, you know. It'll come when you least expect it. It's like when you're trying to remember something, you know. The more you try to remember it, the harder it is to remember. But if you actually like, if you don't think about it, that's when it hits you again. So it's kind of like that with writing songs, and I guess this isn't really. I guess this board is very not informative. But I mean, like I said, this is just my writing process. You can look at different artists' lyrics, you know, get inspired from them, see how they do it, and take it from your own experiences. Like try to put it into words, like I said before, and try to make it sound, I don't know, philosophical or whatever. Because like heartbreak is like the easiest one to write lyrics on, because you can tell a story based around that, or you can like tell you how, like express how it made you feel, and like try to work around that idea, you know, if that makes any sense. I know it probably doesn't make a lot of sense, but yeah, you want to use, this is probably like the biggest, if you take away anything from this terrible lesson, past experiences is like the best way to write songs. Maybe that's why it's so hard for me, because I don't really have that many experiences to draw from. There was one song that I made a video on before, and it turned out to be one of my objectively, like one of my better songs. But yeah, I mean, and you don't even have to think about it in terms of like production yet. You can just think about you and a guitar, you and the piano. You know, that's how literally all of my songs have come about. Just me and the guitar. You don't really have to follow this structure. It's just the most common one. Like you could eliminate this pre-chorus. You could take out this bridge, and just have like instrumental here instead of a bridge, because a lot of songs, I feel like nowadays, just do that. They try to shorten it too. I know I'm rambling, but yeah, in my opinion, a strong melody like is better than any kind of like any other aspect of a song, like, because I'm sure all of you have a song that gets stuck in your head at some point, and it's the melody that gets stuck in your head, right? Yeah, the instrumentation and like the production plays a part, but it's really the melody that sticks in your head. And pull from your favorite artist, you know. Like some of my lyrics, I've taken some from my favorite artists and like changed them up a little bit. So it's not like a completely, I'm not like plagiarizing or whatever. You know, if you know, accidentally, it sounds like something. It's gonna happen. Don't worry about it. You know, all music sounds like something, except for the very first song I ever created. But yeah, this is probably a terrible terrible list of writing songs, trying to teach you how to write songs. But I mean, it's my process. Everybody's process is gonna be different. Doesn't have to be like mine. But if you're like me and you don't have any songwriting education, teaching, whatever, you weren't taught how to do that. You weren't even taught like music theory or like perfect pitch or anything about music. You just play something that sounds cool and try to come up with a cool melody and just experiment with that. Honestly, that's what I do. So, yeah, if you take away anything, the underlying ones are, I don't know, this kind of, I hope it was informative enough and somewhat relaxing for you. And, I guess kind of fun hearing me rant about this and ramble on like I'm doing right now. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Hope you're nice and relaxed. Give you one last look at the board. And I didn't even write anything down here, bro. Like, okay, let me see. Staying motivated. Let's see. Stay motivated. It's you need discipline and / consistency. Consistency. Okay. That's not helpful. Words of encouragement. I guess take it at your own pace. Inspiration strikes at any moment. God, my handwriting sucks. I hope you guys can read this. Okay. Yeah. Well, there you have it. I hope you guys have a good night. I'll see you guys in the next video.